Hello, lovely people. Liverpool travel to Plymouth Argyle this Sunday in the fourth round of the FA Cup. Can they keep the winning run going and progress to the fifth round after progressing to the final of the Carabao Cup? This is a live match preview. We are Team Kopish. Sit back, relax. Let's get into it.
Shout out to Kop-Ish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Yes, lovely people. Hope you're well. As always, when we get behind the mic, please make sure you subscribe, comment, and like. Joined by the one, the only man like Matt. Brother, how are you doing today?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. I see someone in the chat saying, "Oh, am I wait, you guys, am I still blocked? Am I still blocked, Matt?" Matt said, "Bruv, I didn't block no one. I was only joking.
You didn't.
Bruv, I didn't block no one. Pick up the chat. I think maybe he's just continuing on like the joke or whatever, maybe. But
no, he's saying you genuinely blocked. It weren't me and it weren't Matt. So I don't know if drifted.
I swear on my kids,
weren't Matt. I know
on my kids, I don't block unless you sound something crazy.
All the mods,
on my kids,
all the mods
could have potentially blocked you. On my kids, I didn't block you, bro. 100%.
Yeah.
I thought you was messing about.
No, he's saying he was definitely blocked. No,
bro. Apologies. That wasn't me, bro. That might have been maybe the mods or something like that. But big at the mods. A lot of the mods should know that when I say things like that, I'm just like I'm gassing, like I'm messing about. You guys know me already, so yeah, man. Apologies, bro. I'm glad you're back though.
Indeed. Man like Matt, still buzzing off yesterday's result. Fantastic win. Progressed to I believe it's our 15th Carabao Cup final. We're already the record holders in that competition. Obviously in England we're the record holders for the Champions League. And if we win the Premier League this season, we'll be the joint record holders for that as well. FA Cup, though, is a competition that we haven't won as many times as, say, as an Arsenal or other teams. Given this fixture, though, Plymouth are currently rock bottom of the Championship. They're 24th. And rumour has it they might rotate in this game because they want to make a push to save themselves from relegation from the Championship to League One. On paper, everything seems to be perfect for Liverpool. How much are you looking forward to this game and how many changes do you think the manager will make?
Definitely looking forward to this game. I think this game is going to be a game where we're going to see some of the youth hopefully play. I don't want to see Slot play them type of senior players. Like Slot is a smart coach. I think he makes the changes that everyone wants to see. So, spoiler alert, there's going to be certain players that we won't see. We're getting to start lineups, but yeah, players like Rio, for example, players like Trey, Nioni, like your guy, Carl. Actually, no, I think Tyler Morton's injured.
Yeah, still not sure what's going on with Tyler Morton, to be honest.
I think he may be injured, but people like it. I'll be real. Obviously, we don't want to disrespect the competition, but even Endo, I reckon, will start, for example, like spoiler, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Big up Bizarre as well. He said apparently it was
you spammed Bradley. Now, if you spam Bradley, that was one of the mods possibly.
I spammed. Oh yeah, probably one of the mods, bro. I wouldn't even time you. I'll just block you, bro. I'm being so real. So I'll just block you. I wouldn't even time you out. But now, big up.
Oh, Slot said he is injured. You're right, man. Shoulder injury.
Yeah, McConnell. Not McConnell.
I'll be honest.
Morton.
I didn't expect Morton to start this game anyway.
Okay. But yeah, no, bro. I'm looking forward to it. Like FA Cup.
Jeffrey, hope you're well and hope the family's well, bro.
They got Jeffrey. No, I'm really looking forward to the game because it's not many a time that we get to see some of the players that some of the youth players don't really get a chance during the season. So obviously game time and whatnot. So and this will be a good. I don't want to keep saying names. I feel like I'm going to spoil the starting lineup.
All right, shall we do it then? Should we just jump into?
Yeah. Let's just go to the starting lineup.
Let's be real. There's not much we can say about Plymouth. We don't watch Plymouth.
I don't know anything about Plymouth other than the fact that you said they're 24th and that. Yeah. 24th.
All right. So goalkeeper Alisson was rested last night. Are we expecting Kelleher to start this one?
I think Kelleher starts again. You know, bro.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I'll be so shocked. I'll be real though. I'll tell you this. it'll be the biggest heel turn, but not including myself, yeah. If Slot plays Allison,
Yeah, it would be. I think
biggest heel turn ever.
you see how Kelleher's always got like a calm demeanor and all that.
Yeah,
I reckon
yeah.
Kelleher, he flips out in the dressing room if that happens. I'm not gonna lie.
Facts. There's no way. Yeah.
Couple of you saying Jaros, I understand it, but I think Kelleher, you have to prioritize Kelleher because he doesn't get Premier League games and Champions League games. So I think for the cup, you've got to go with second choice as opposed to third choice, even though it's a game we're expected to win. I'll be honest, this next position is the hardest one for me to predict or for me to even choose, and that is right back, bro. Conor Bradley obviously played last night because Trent came off injured at the weekend. But we've also got Everton on the horizon as well. Who starts right back for this game, in your opinion?
I don't want to see Bradley start, but I think Bradley starts. He won't finish the game, but he'll start though. That's a bit.
All right. Can I throw a curveball?
Go.
Could we do Gomez at right back and then Endo at centre back?
Yeah, that could work actually. He could do, he might do that actually. Now that you said that, Gomez at right back to protect Bradley. He's going to be playing during the week. Yeah, do you know what? All right, then cool. Let's go Gomez because Gomez has been back in training for over a week now. Yeah, and I mean, this is a game where I think he expects him to coast, so to speak. So, yeah, man. Joe Gomez at right back.
So Gomez right back.
Yeah.
Endo centre back. Yeah.
Yeah. Endo has to be playing alongside. You know who?
Kwanzaa. Yeah.
Yeah. 100%. Has to be.
And then left back, is it Tsimikas?
He's gonna play Tsimikas. I think he's gonna disrespect him. He's gonna do it, bro. You can see it already. You know he's gonna play Tsimikas, bro.
All right. We know Morton's out injured. McConnell's definitely gonna start, we believe, right?
Yeah, I think I know who's gonna start, you know.
Who starts next to him, do you think?
I think it's Jones.
I think it might be McAllister.
What?
McAllister, remember, Jones played the majority of the game against Spurs.
Bro, McAllister versus Plymouth is like...
No, I think it's a throwaway. I mean, I would start Jones. I just wouldn't be surprised if it was McAllister because Jones started the last game. So I wouldn't be surprised if McAllister started and then Jones came on for McAllister or Nioni came on for McAllister.
The thing is, I think Trey gets used more in the 10 more at the moment. That's why.
I don't think he'd want to go over pivot of Trey and McConnell.
Yeah, I agree with you.
If Trent was available and Bradley played this game and Endo could play midfield, then I think he'd be fine playing Endo alongside McConnell or Endo alongside Trey. But going Trey and McConnell, I think is a big risk.
I agree with that. It's got to be Jones, you know. McConnell and Jones make sense.
No, that's what I would do. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised.
Not the most defensive midfield ever. However, we can navigate. We should be able to navigate. Come on, man. You know what I mean?
Right. Right wing. Obviously, Salah's not playing.
It's gonna be.
Surely, it's got to be Chiesa, right?
It should be. But then I can also see Chiesa playing up the left and then Harvey Elliott on the right. But then I'm not too sure Harvey Elliott plays in the 10. That's the thing, Harvey Elliott. With Arnie Slot, you don't know. Remember, there's been games when he's taken off Salah and brought in Harvey. Harvey goes to the right. Then there's other games where he's played in the 10. So I don't know which one it is.
The thing is, though, if you play Harvey on the right, who plays in the 10? Would you go then Trey in the 10?
It'll be Trey. Remember, this is Plymouth, so he's even. Remember when we played, bro? Who did we play in the game where he spoke about Chiesa and was like, "This is League 2."
Accrington,
bro. You see that mentality that he had there, yeah.
Yeah,
he got the same mentality, Slot in terms of how he's picking his team. So he's gonna be expecting man like Trey and Harvey to step up and be like, "This, you lot are better than these lot." Like, come on.
I think Chiesa starts this one. I think Chiesa starts.
But does he start on the right or left?
To. Right.
All right. If Chiesa starts on the right, spoiler alert, I think Rio starts on the left.
Yeah, I agree. And then Harvey in the 10, yeah?
Yeah. And I think Trey then gets Trey's on the bench. Because if Rio can play against Accrington, he can play against Plymouth. Do you know what I mean?
I don't even know if Rio's on the system.
Type in NG. Is it Nagamura? So type in NG. Get rid of Rio.
Yeah, I'm doing that now.
And type NG and see if anything.
Nah, he's not there.
Ah, it's peak. We use a placeholder. We'll use
we'll use R9.
Yeah, R9. R9, you know. That is some serious placeholder.
Elliot in the 10.
Yeah.
Okay. Jaden Dans has gone out on loan.
Yes. I know
Who
what he's
start?
Who?
All right.
Do you know what he's gonna do? Do you want me to tell you what he's gonna do?
It's Jota.
It's Jota because Jota is a bit rusty in these minutes.
Yeah.
Do you know what my worry is? Jota gets injured.
Same.
Jota's the hardest footballer to manage. You want to get him ready because if he's ready, he can bag you any type of goal. But the problem is, while you're getting him ready, he could get injured at any given moment, and you don't know how long that injury is for. What do you do, Diogo Jota? This is the conundrum that I think genuinely the bosses think about. Oh, he's an amazing player. He can bag 20 in a season in the Premier League. Yeah, but when is he available? Is he always available? How available is he? Is he going to hold up for a season? There's a conversation. You know me already. No, I want to keep Jota. Yeah, I hate to say this. There's going to be a conversation in the summer, 1,000,000,000% about the two forwards for different reasons.
I've got a hot take about our striker situation. Do you want me to tell you what it is?
You might as well.
I think Nunes stays beyond the summer, and I think Jota's the one that's sold.
I'll be real. If that happens, bro, you think hell was freeze over? Brother, I swear down. I'll be like Galactus. I'll mash up the planet. I swear to God. I'll mash up.
Real, man. No, I'll be real with you. I wouldn't be surprised. Nunes is available. Say what you want about him. Bro, Nunes is available.
I understand Nunes is available, and I understand he will always give 1,000,000,000%. One thing about Darwin will fight through anything. That's the one thing I will say. He's a soldier. I've got nothing wrong with him, bro. I've got nothing wrong with the person. It's just the skill set. You know, at work, yeah. I mean, God forbid this has happened to anybody, and I hope it hasn't happened, but one of the bosses might say to you, "Oh, listen, man, we're gonna have to let you go." And you're like, "No, no." It's like, listen, you're an amazing person. And it sounds patronizing,
yeah,
but they're letting you go because they're basically saying
it's
the person that they brought in that down the line, like they feel like they can get more out of them. Like you know, it hurts.
Yeah.
But it's got nothing to do with you as a person, you as an individual. You're a great human being. No one can change that. But it's just not working, isn't it? It's not meshing. They want you to do 10 reports an hour and you're doing 2. It's just no. It's just not vibes.
It's not.
Yeah, the manager's saying to you, listen, the work drinks, we're all blessed. Yeah, man will chat to you about football. It's all good, but man can't be producing 4 reports an hour when the average is 12 or something.
Yeah.
So it's one of them ones. Yeah, it's not you, it's me. But I'll be real. This isn't an indictment on Nunes. It's more about I don't think I can fathom another season like this from our supposed lead striker, if that makes sense. Bro, it's not like he's pulling up stinkers enough like
he's not
that.
our lead striker.
It's just that I don't want to be jealous. I'm not a jealous guy, but I can't help it, Cal. In football, I'm jealous because I look over and see Haaland. I look over and see Isak. I look over and see Mbappe, like top, like, do you know what I'm trying to say? I can't help it, bro. I see what we got, and I just
feel
think
like I've set you on a path to crash out, and that wasn't my
intention. That above. The chat can probably like understand where I'm coming from. Like,
shall I be honest with you, Matt?
Yeah, go on.
If you said to me right now, you can sign Isak, but you've got to keep one of Jota or Nunes,
you don't even care at that point. That's the killer.
No, I may lean towards Nunes more than Jota.
Brother, you're gonna forget the times when Isak does pick up injuries. Not injury prone, but let's say pick up a couple of injuries.
Go on, finish your sentence because I've got the ultimate checkmate.
All right, you pick up a couple of injuries, yeah. Nunes is available. You don't believe in him. Jota might not even be available. Let's say Jota's only available for 1 out of the 5 games. Jota still does more.
But 1 out of the 5 games ain't enough.
Yeah, but Nunes could be available for 5 and still do nothing.
1 out of the 5 games ain't enough.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? You don't know that, bro. Nunes and Jota are like the complete other end of the spectrum. This is how I see it. One's always available, but we feel like he can do more. The other one's not available, but he's a bad man. What do we do?
He's not available. Matt, the fact that we're sitting here and you're worried about playing Jota in this game because you think he might pick up an injury, and we both want him to start the Everton game,
I know.
That kind of says it all.
Listen, I'll be real, if we had serious owners, and I say serious owners that wanted to win, like not any cost, but at like a great cost, so to speak, you know what they would do? They would actually get rid of Nunes and Jota. I'm not even joking with you. And they would start fresh. I'm being dead for real when I say that, you know.
The members video has been out for almost a week now, so most people should have seen it. The more I think about it, the more I'm on board with it. If we were to try and get someone like Isak, I'm not saying it would happen, but let's say we grew some cojones overnight and we said, let's go and get Isak. And we could get Raul Jimenez just on a 2-year deal. Just until someone else started coming through or Jaden Dan started making enough progress to show that he could be the backup striker, I would do that.
What, Jaden Dan's and who?
No, I'd try and get Raul Jimenez on a free and get Isak and have Raul Jimenez as my backup.
What's happening, boys?
What's going on?
Go on, Jeff. What do you want to say about
it? You can't leave him alone. It's crazy. No, do you know what? All jokes aside, yeah, let me ask you something. Everybody is like on this Isak train, which I understand. Everybody wants a striker, etc., etc., etc. Yeah. But I do want people to start realizing that the way we play, it isn't facilitating a forward in that way. And I don't think it's a coincidence that our 2 top goal scorers are our wingers. It's by design. It's not an accident. And for me, that's why I don't necessarily think an out-and-out striker, unless Slot wants to change things next season, which fair enough. But right now, I truly believe that the way he plays, he wants a false 9, and his system is to facilitate the wingers. And Gakpo and Salah are the goal getters.
It's not. We keep on
doing
this.
Because even when Jota plays, we don't facilitate for him to get like loads of chances. So it's not a Nunes problem.
No, this what you're saying feeds even more into the narrative of we need someone clinical then, because this whole narrative that our striker doesn't score enough goals because the wingers get more chance. No, you just need someone more clinical. Because if Isak's there and gets the chances that Nunes and Jota have had this season, then Isak gets those goals.
But Nunes and Jota haven't had that many chances. I mean, Jota's had more, but
they've had enough. They've had enough, and that's my point. If they're clinical, then they score goals. It's about being clinical. Slot wants a clinical striker. Hence why Salah and Gakpo are probably getting more goals because they're more clinical.
No, bro, he wants a facilitator. He said it himself. He wants a facilitator.
Yes, but you can be a facilitator and still be clinical.
He said he wants a facilitator and someone to score a goal. He wants a complete 9. Remember when I said he wants an old school prime Harry Kane, prime Benzema?
How many of those exist in the world? There's not many of those.
No,
yeah,
but
all right, hold on. So Bosley, he wants Bosley to do the tracking back and the tackling and all that stuff. But he's also spoken about having Bosley get more goals and assists. This notion that the striker doesn't need to score goals and all this.
Yeah.
No, everybody needs to score goals. Bobby used to have to score goals. Exactly. It doesn't mean if you're a false 9, you don't score goals.
No,
it just
don't
means
play unless
nine.
Diaz is playing, we don't play a false 9.
Yeah, he's not saying that, Jim. What he's saying is he just wants
but the way we play doesn't create chances for the forward the way a team who plays for a forward does.
It creates enough, and if the striker's good enough, they'll create chance for themselves, or they'll be in the right place at the right time to receive the chance.
You lot are simplifying it too much. It doesn't. When I watch the games, I don't watch our strikers get more than 2-3 chances tops a game. Whether it be Jota, Diaz, Nunes, no matter who's up front, 2-3 chances at the most. I see the actual striker get from the way we play and create.
How many shots and chances should a striker be getting every game then?
Well, if you facilitate for the striker the way, say, they do for Haaland, for example, your striker should be getting like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 shots a game because the game plan is about getting the ball to him.
Impossible, bro.
But every time Haaland plays, he gets 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 chances.
No, he doesn't.
Bro, every time I watch City, Haaland gets no less than 5, 6 chances a game. Unless they're having a terrible game. But generally speaking, 5, 6 chances a game he gets.
Haaland does not get.
But that's not going to happen with every striker, though. Listen,
bro, I've been watching City and I've been seeing how often they create chances for the forward.
But Man City are very, very, very reliant on one player, whereas we're not.
Newcastle are very heavily reliant on Gordon and they create a lot of chances.
Yeah, 100%. But and I'd even put Murphy in there. But it's also stems from Bruno Guimaraes breaking lines and Tonali. So what I'm saying is this, though. I don't know why there's this notion that like all of a sudden Slot doesn't want like some killer gunman up front and we're trying to defend. Like all it is, he just wants a complete 9. He's already said he wants someone that can drop into spaces and facilitate. And I also want them to get goals. He wants a complete 9. He's not going to come out and say I want a literally complete 9 because you're going to start disrespecting other players. He's not going to come out and say those exact like.
You believe that we could get. Yeah. You believe we could get a player. Sorry to cut you. You believe we could get a player like Isak, who's all about goals. I'm not saying he can't drop in and help out because obviously he has that ability. But generally speaking, his play is about last man, shoulder work, number 9. He's like very old school, almost throwback. Well, definitely the way he's been playing in the last 18 months anyway is very much. If I'm dropping in, I'm just dropping in for a second to quickly link play, then spinning, getting behind. He's not a Harry Kane where like he likes to come deep and start passing the ball and stuff like that. That's not how he wants to play. So you think we could buy a player like Isak and then Gakpo and Salah wouldn't suffer in terms of their ability to get.
It's not about suffering.
Gakpo and Salah would thrive more because the centre backs are being occupied by Isak on a full-time basis. Plus, Isak can do that. He does it for Sweden. Isak in the game against Arsenal the other day dropped and pinned on Saliba, got the knock through, span, got the shot off, hit the post and went in from a Jacob Murphy rebound.
Yeah. I just said he can do things like that, but his game isn't based around dropping into pockets and being creative.
For Newcastle, because he's not asked to do it for Newcastle, but he can do it. We've seen him do it. We saw him do it at Sociedad. We saw him.
So take away Isak because we're not getting Isak. So let's stop living in the dream world. Take away Isak. What striker in the world do you think would be actually good to play at Liverpool next season?
I don't know. Do you know? I'll be real.
I don't know. We just need someone clinical.
Liverpool needs to find.
But who's clinical?
I don't know. Right
in the world of football right now, who's clinical?
Harry Kane, Lewandowski, Isak.
Both of them are done now. We'd never buy those two.
No, but you know what though? I do feel like it's a bit of a thing. You know when you say like,
Kane's done.
Pick the person.
We wouldn't pay 60 mil for Kane, bro. He's 33 years old now. We'd never
have to pay 60 mil, but Kane is not done, bro.
Well, he wouldn't be worth buying. Not at 33 years old. That would be a really sick. That would be like what, a 1-year plan or something. That would be quite a silly decision. I love Kane, but his release clause is 60 mil. Unless you want to wait 2 years till
No,
he's
it
free
is.
at
All right.
34,
Do you know what the
then what's
problem
the
is,
point
though?
in going for Kane?
All right, can I say this though? What's the point of going with something that clearly can be upgraded upon, just for the sake of it? Like, genuinely speaking, like, why are people so scared to move on from what we currently have?
It's
Why
not
do
about
people?
moving on. I
No,
just
let me
wanted to
land. Let me
ask you,
land.
like, why you
Yeah.
felt that we could do why
But
the
we could do
system
better.
isn't
We
based
know we
around
can
the
do way
wingers.
better. No, but we could do way better though, because you know what it is. When you've got someone in the center forward spot where you know that he's a problem, he's a proper difference maker. It actually frees up more space for the wingers. So this notion that, and again, I know he's not going to sign, but I'm just giving an example. Isak, yeah, is a very, very good, well-rounded number 9. He can do it all. Got link up play, got everything. He can play on the last defender, can do everything. If a profile, and as I say profile, forget the name. If a profile of the same as Isak came into Liverpool's team, it enhances the team, you know. It doesn't detract
Yeah.
from what was
Yeah,
built
yeah, of
before.
course.
I think what people are thinking is that if we get someone who's like, I don't even know, I'm trying to think of a striker, but like, I don't know why people are so scared to move to something that the managers clearly said, this is what I want from the striker. I want my striker to be able to do everything. And that's
No.
not even like,
No one's scared to move on, bro. I'm just asking a question because apart from MSN, I don't think you lot could ever name me a front three where everybody banged every week, apart from Mane, Salah, and Bobby.
But again,
I hear what front
saying.
Three is everybody getting 20 plus goals.
No,
all
but they
three
don't
of them.
need to. No, but the whole point is, can we upgrade on our forward line? And if we're gonna say we can't upgrade on the forward line, then we're all lying. We're actually lying.
I'm not. That's not what I'm asking. The question I'm asking is based around it. Kind of not messing them up because they're still good players, but the way we're playing and the way the system is set up now, Gakpo and Mo are the goal getters by design, not by accident, by design. And if we go and get a number 9 who's more of a goal getter, rabbit fingers goal getter, then it will mean that the numbers for Salah and Gakpo will decrease. So I'm just saying,
it doesn't mean that. Why
no,
does
but
it mean that?
I don't think it means
because
that
if you're going to change the way you play to make sure the striker bags, because that's the whole point in paying 100 mil for whoever, Gokares or Isak or whoever it is, to change the way we play so that player bags regularly, it will mean the wingers will no longer get the freedom that they get.
You know what it is with Isak? Isak's now got a reputation where
based on just the World Cup. Name me a front three where all 3 forwards bang for the team.
All right, that's it. Hold on. No, in fact, then hold on. Does Jacob Murphy and Anthony Gordon still get goals?
They don't bang though. Neither of them have even got double figures.
Are they? Is Anthony Gordon and Jacob Murphy as good as Salah or Gakpo?
It's not just about the quality, bro.
No,
It's about
answer the question. No, answer the question.
No, they're not.
All right, then. So if you're better than the 2 players he's playing with that are scoring goals, and then you're surrounded by better players all round as well, the notion that Salah and Gakpo's numbers are going to dry up if you get like an Isak or a Gyökeres doesn't equate to us buying a striker. Not
dry up, but they will reduce a lot more than you lot are realizing based on the system. Because this is system football. It's not just get the best players on the pitch, let them go do their thing. It's about the system.
The system wouldn't change that much because all that would change is the link-up play becomes a bit quicker because Isak is more technically gifted than Nunes, for example.
Just a better player. Better IQ, better first touch. He's not as quick, maybe, but nearly as quick. He's got a bit. What I'm trying to understand is,
but that's why I said stop talking about Isak because we're not going to get Isak.
No,
let's talk about all the other available forwards.
Bro, I'm not trying to do the shade thing here. There are many strikers that are better than Darwin Núñez. Why? Like, what I'm saying is, if you get a striker that has better attributes than Darwin Núñez, yeah, why would that affect the system? I need someone to explain that to me. So you go and get a better striker than Darwin Núñez, bet he's actually better. All right. Furthermore, we'll use your example, João Pedro. João Pedro is a better all-round footballer than Darwin Núñez. I bet João Pedro does way better than Darwin Núñez. So what's the issue?
I still don't think the way we play, he would come in and get enough chances to like get 20, 30 goals a season.
Bro, João Pedro, no disrespect to Darwin Núñez. Remember, he's a Liverpool player. I want Darwin to succeed. But
this ain't about Núñez. I'm just talking about the system and the way we play.
We're just talking about the striker. We're talking about the striker because obviously this was the conversation, yeah? All I'm saying is this year, it's as simple as, in my opinion, like, if you get João Pedro and you rate him higher than me, Drift, yeah, what I'm saying is this, yeah, his footballing IQ is actually very, very clear of Darwin's. The way he even plays football is very clear.
Yeah,
He
he's
can
just
do
a better
one-touch
player.
football. He's a better footballer, yeah? Finishing, he's probably even still a better finisher. The only thing that Darwin has over him is athleticism.
Yeah.
It's just that's just one aspect to the game. So if you've only got one aspect to the game where you're better than the other person, João Pedro's gonna do better unless he has like an absolute meltdown. Am I right or wrong?
He probably would do better, yeah.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is,
But he's the type of forward that will facilitate Gakpo and Salah, man.
No, but bro, here's the thing. We're still Liverpool. People have this notion that like, you see João Pedro, yeah? João Pedro's not a true 9, so to speak. He probably does play more like a false 9. But it's all about instructions as well from the manager. It's what the manager wants from you. So the manager might say to João Pedro, I know you play more like a false 9, but I need you to be a bit different. I need you to sometimes be on the last line of defense. Remember, we can't act like the manager's instructions aren't going to be a big factor here, even though the player has a certain way of playing. Because that's how you improve players as well, though. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It happens. Look at Henry. Henry used to be a left winger, literally. And then Wenger said, no, I need to see you go more into the center. And then once you've mastered that, your movement's going to be the next level. So I'm going to put you to the center. And then when you go to the center, your awareness will be even better. Because now you're going to find out you got more time. Because on the touchline, you're by the byline, which means you don't get many touches before you're off the field. Now you're in the center, you can do more. Do you get what I'm saying? All right.
I hear you, and I'm not even saying you lot are wrong. I'm just trying to give you the other side of the conversation because I think it's too easy to think, we buy a striker, everything would just be amazing. Gakpo will still bag, Salah will still bag, and then the striker will come in and he'll bag. The way the system is, and just football in general, you can't facilitate 3 forwards all at the same time. It doesn't work. So somebody's going to drop off in numbers.
Genuine question. Would you replace?
If they're good enough, you can. We've seen it before.
That's what I'm saying.
Bobby was world class, and he still struggled to get numbers because he was a facilitator.
No, because Bobby wasn't world class in front of goal.
Yeah, but he facilitated the wingers. And that is very similar to the way we play under Slot.
Bobby was just doing his thing.
Because we had no creativity in midfield or no one who was willing to break the lines.
We had hard workers, remember. So
apart from breaking the lines recently, we don't really have creativity in midfield at the moment either, do we?
Well, I ask you this then. Who's better in front of goal, Isak or Bobby Firmino?
Isak, obviously.
All right, so the Bobby
But he can't do what Bobby used to do. So
he doesn't need to. He doesn't need to.
All right, we'll see. I'll be very, very surprised if Gakpo and Salah could keep up high numbers if we brought in a number 9 that was just about.
I'd be more surprised if they didn't keep up as many numbers. I'd be actually.
Why do people think? Let's just say that their numbers slightly dip, but then the striker adds to what we didn't have before. Why is that such a bad thing?
It's not a bad thing, but if you get rid of Jota and Nunes and you bring in Isak, if Isak's injured, then all of a sudden now you don't have that goal scorer and there's no one on the bench.
No, Cal said 2 people because remember when I was going to argue with Cal about the 2 people. Yeah, he said, remember you and Cal spoke about this before,
I didn't hear the Jimenez part.
Jimenez and Isak,
Jota and Nunes. So I'm just thinking, if you take away 2 and then you only have 1, yeah, you've got a better one overall. But then when he's not there, what does it look like with the squad, basically? That's why I wouldn't want to do that. I would not get rid of both strikers to buy 1 striker. That wouldn't make any sense.
No. I agree. It doesn't make sense to get rid of 2 players and bring in 1. What I am saying is, though, as Liverpool fans, we all have favourites, yeah, but we shouldn't be. Obviously, you can have your favourite and you're back there and ready to tear. But if they can be improved upon, you have to try your hardest not to turn a blind eye and not to think that it's going to benefit the club as a whole. Like there are players that we can improve upon. Like, I'll be so honest. If someone said to me right now, Florian Wirtz could sign for Liverpool, I'm gonna say yeah. And I rate Soboslai. I've wanted Soboslai from when he was at flipping Salzburg, yeah. But the point is, I know that Wirtz in that 10 spot, Wirtz is the guy. Wirtz will do more damage than what Soboslai will do from an attacking point anyway. From what I would like to see, so that's why it's a thing where it's like I get Darwin. We're not saying Darwin Núñez is flipping. What's what you just dash him out? It's got to make sense, obviously, because like you said, it's not about bringing in one striker for the sake of it, and you're going to get rid of two. But if you can swap Darwin with an upgrade, you need to do it. Because in my opinion, it's more emotion that's holding us back as fans, because we have an affiliation with the player, so to speak.
No, but you lot
and it goes to me as well, by the way.
I'm just having conversation. I'm way past Nunes staying or not. It doesn't matter whether I like him or not. I know it's better if he moves on anyway, just based on the way the fan base treats him.
Point. You've not heard the whole conversation. I actually said to him, I believe Nunes stays beyond the summer.
He did say that, yeah.
If out of the two, I believe Nunes. There's a higher chance Nunes stays than Jota, in my opinion.
Yeah, maybe. But I would just prefer Nunes left now to stop the conversation, if I'm being honest with you. As much as I like him, the conversation's it's forever now. And it just becomes more and more of a negative thing in the fan base. Let's just move him on now so we don't have to...
No, but we weren't even having a negative conversation about Nunes.
No, I'm not even talking about right this second. I'm just talking about generally speaking amongst the Liverpool fan base. It just always gets toxic whenever Nunes is mentioned. It's just best he moves on now so this conversation just ends. It's actually like jarring. And you see the way they hug him and get round him whenever he does well, because they hear it. They know it. He knows it. It's just mad toxic around Nunes now. It's just best he moves on.
Do you know what? I will say this. It is mad toxic.
Big up,
I'm going to say one thing.
I'm not shading Bobby, but I think we can all agree, apart from one season, Bobby wasn't very clinical in front of goal. I think we can all agree.
Yeah. No, he wasn't. He wasn't.
I'll say this, though. It is toxic, and no fan base should be toxic on one player. The problem is, and I say the problem is that he just hasn't lived up to expectations. Is anyone toxic about Van Dijk or Alisson?
But expectations sometimes... You just
they can change, of course.
If people just become happy with him being a squad player, everyone can get over it. But people still don't want to even accept that.
Again, I can't speak for everybody, but I think some people think he's not good enough to be a squad player. We can upgrade on that squad player. So even if you don't think he's a first teamer, you can upgrade on the squad player. Do I think you need to be toxic about it? No, you don't need to be toxic about it. You can just say, like, bro, I'll be real. I think we can upgrade on Nunes. Like what I've said. I don't need to go on Instagram and start chatting thing and rare tear. I don't need to do none of that. I will just keep my peace and say, I do think we can upgrade on him. But not everyone's going to be me.
Everyone mentions the price tag. And I get that we paid a lot of money for him, but sometimes it just is what it is. He's been here 2.5 years now. Forget the money. It's just about the player now, whether you want him, whether you think that he's good enough or not. Forget the money. The money was ages ago. Unless you're talking about money because we'll get a lot of money for him, then I understand it. So if somebody offers 70 million again, then I get it.
I've never mentioned.
I've never mentioned the price I thought.
No, there's people in the chat. Loads of people.
I know. But even if Darwin had signed on a free, the lack of goals and the consistency in front of goal is still an issue for me. Whether both Voronin was signed on a free and Voronin got slated, so it's not always about the price. Voronin got slated hard. Flipping Jovanovic was a free. He got slated hard. So it's not always about the price. It's about
Antonio Nunes that was brought in with a Michael Owen deal.
We've seen players who cost next to nothing. Karius was 4 million. Got slated.
Forget the fee. It's about him.
But obviously those people you're saying didn't even do anything at Liverpool. That's a bit different. At least Nunes has contributed on numerous occasions. People like Nunes didn't do anything at Liverpool.
No, but you're missing the point again. You spoke about the fee. It's not just to do with the fee. It's to do with the fee, the output, and everything else. Those players you mentioned also didn't get as many chances as Darwin either.
Yeah, maybe not Nunes. Voronin played quite a bit. But anyway, I'm just
even going back to your point when you speak about the amount of chances. Haaland's had 92 shots this season, in 24 games. That equates to around 3 shots a game, bro. Very rarely does a striker or any player in the attacking line get 5, 6, 7 chances a game. Rarely.
I bet if you go through those games, though, there'll be games when he probably didn't get any chances because City were playing shit. And then there'll be the other games, like I said, where he's getting 5, 6 chances.
But that's my point. You've just proved my point, Drew. So
but if you average it out, that's because if City are playing shit, then obviously in that game, he's not going to get those chances. But generally speaking, he gets a lot of chances. I watch City weekly. And Haaland always gets constant chances.
But if you're saying he gets chances every week, and I've just shown you the stats, and the average shows it's around 3 chances a game, 4 max.
No, but that's averaging it out based on the entire games, though, bro. They've had 11 games where they were absolutely shit. So obviously that number is massively down because City are terrible at the moment.
So that means he's not getting that amount of chances every game, then, bro. That's proven.
Yeah, but if we go back to when he was there and City were good, like it's a very pocket sample size to look at them when they've been shit. When they're good,
I'm looking at the whole season,
getting a lot of chances. And if he doesn't get the shot away, because remember, football isn't just black and white. There can be times when the ball's got to him and it is a chance, but he doesn't get the shot off. But like, Haaland, he should have done better there. Like, it isn't always just about did he get the shot off? Did he hit the target? You have to watch the game and add the context. He is involved in, as soon as the ball's in the box, Haaland is the one they look for, right? Whether he gets the shot off or not. And I'm saying if you buy a player like Isak, you have to slightly play that way to get the best out of him.
I don't think you do. It's just clinical. Are you telling me Haaland couldn't play in our system currently?
No, because Haaland can't link up play well. I'm not saying he'd be rubbish for us, but he doesn't link up play well. So I think he'd kind of struggle. We'd have to change the way we play to get him on the end of the crossing and the passing rather than, what do you think he could do the dropping in and linking up play and doing all that stuff?
He just wouldn't do it if he doesn't need to, but he can do it. He did it at Dortmund. Maybe it won't look pretty.
He's terrible at that stuff. I don't think it would work. You get goals eventually because he's a predator, but I would be very, very surprised.
But just quickly, here lies the problem. I don't really care, so to speak, if the player, like, what's the word? Like, does the whole dropping into space and etc. Obviously, that's for the manager to decide whether he picks him. All we ask for from any striker in Liverpool, just get goals. I will back any striker if they back goals. Bro, Núñez, if he was like Pippo Inzaghi, that's high praise, by the way, yeah? Just a goal scorer, but it looked ugly or whatever. But I wouldn't even care. I'm still gonna be like, no, he's a Liverpool player. I don't give a damn. He bags goals. I don't care if it comes off his shin or the back of his calf, whatever. I don't care. Yeah. He scores goals, but he's not doing that. Let me remind people, forget the fee. Just forget the fee. I'm never gonna bring up the fee. Liverpool's number 9 for the last 3 years has 9 in his first season, 11 last year, and he's got 4. We are big, bad Liverpool. We got wingers that have more goals than him. Now, some people will say the system is to benefit the wingers, yeah, and that may be true. But to have 4 goals, we've got a striker that broke up his stomach here. I'm almost certain might even be on the same goals and was out for months. What are we doing here? That's crazy to me.
Because the way we play is to facilitate the numbers of the other two and tell me how much they've got. A lot.
Drift. So as I said, Haaland.
They said the club system. But they said even the club system anymore. We don't play the false 9 anymore. All he says is, I want the striker to be intelligent and drop into, because you know what he said? This is where you know, yeah, Slot is really, really trying his best. He said, when we play against low blocks, it's hard to utilize Darwin Núñez, his speed. And here's the killer. He's basically saying Núñez can only play one way. We can only play one way with Darwin. If you're a Liverpool striker, you want to be able to do a bit more than just play one way. Do you get what I'm trying to say? He wants a bit more.
No, I understand that. But considering off the top of my head, I wouldn't say Núñez has had more starts in the number 9 than Diaz.
All right, so
if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But Diaz has played a lot down the middle now.
Okay, so I'll get to that. So between Núñez, Diaz, and Jota, because let's be real, like all 3 of them haven't played like that much individually, but collectively they've pretty much played what Haaland's played, right? Combined, those 3 have had 96 shots on goal to Haaland's 92. Who, let's be real, Haaland is basically always starting for City in the number 9 position. Between them, they've got 17 goals in the league. Haaland himself has got 19.
Yeah.
So it's nothing to do with the person. It's to do with clinical. It always comes back to being clinical. If we have a clinical striker in our team,
you're going to bag.
Salah is not going to suffer. Gakpo is not going to suffer. In fact, there's an argument to say their numbers get even better because Salah's going to be assisting someone who's more likely to score.
I mean, I think that's a bit. I don't really think that's a good way to measure it, considering Diaz, Jota, and Núñez are completely different players, and whenever they play, they do the role differently. So I don't think it's easy to just equate that to where if you just put that all to one person, then it would be more. But I understand the point you're trying to make.
But Drift, no matter what I say, I don't think you're going to change your stance on it.
No, I just said I understand the point you're trying to make. But 3 different players who play 3 different ways means those shots and all that, the context doesn't make it as simple as just going, well, Haaland's done this and all 3 of them only did this, because they play differently and they do things differently. I think if Jota had 93 shots, he'd have more goals than Haaland. Just Jota, if it was literally just Jota versus Haaland, I think he'd have more goals.
Do you know we say this, right? We say this a lot about Jota, and I love Jota. But what we were saying earlier on this season about Jota, he's not been clinical so far this season.
Agreed. Yeah,
we can't. No,
but bro, that's the first time I've seen him bad in front of goals since he got here.
No, we say this, but if we've never seen Jota play a full season to go, we can absolutely hang our hat on it and go, yeah, Jota will take us to a Premier League, because we haven't seen it.
So you don't think if he was fit for 35 games, he would get 20 goals?
He's not getting more goals than Haaland.
Look,
he's not. He's not a better striker than Haaland.
I'm not saying he's a better striker than Haaland, but we'll see. In it, I mean, actually, we won't, because he'll never be fit for 35 games. But I still believe that he's a better finisher than Haaland, personally.
He's not. The only person in the league who can talk to Haaland's finishing, in my opinion, is Isak.
Haaland is just good at using all of the attributes he has to put them together to being an elite goal scorer. But his actual finishing is not better than Jota's. I've watched both of them for long enough now. He's not a better finisher than Jota. He just does a better job at being a striker. And kudos to him.
So how can he be... So throughout his whole career, Salzburg, Dortmund, and now Man City, we're going to sit here and say he's not a better finisher than Jota?
No. I just think he's a better striker because he knows how to utilize all his attributes at the same time. But he's not, I'm talking about in front of goal. Here's one chance, take it. I think Jota is a better finisher than Haaland. Left foot, right foot, head. No matter what the scenario is, just one chance. Here's your chance. Take it. One chance. Left foot, right foot. It could be anything. In the air, no matter what it is. I would rather Jota.
But all day long. What are we basing that on? Evidence,
ability, loads of things.
If it's evidence, then it's got to be Haaland. If we're going on evidence.
Because I watch Haaland. I watch Haaland miss chance after chance, and then he'll score the 4th or 5th chance, and it'll be like, "Well, Haaland got a goal." But okay, forget comparing him to others. Let's just talk about the fact that how the fuck did he miss those 3 or 4 chances before he got that goal?
No, that's right, Drift. But we've also seen games where Haaland gets the first chance Haaland gets, he nets. The second chance he nets, and the third chance he nets as well. So we can't just say,
of course that can happen.
No, it can't just happen. It does happen. So you can't say, what about the games where he misses 1, 2, 3 chance? But we have to also look at the games where he scores 1, 2, and 3.
But the misses are way more regular, though, Cal. That's the point. The misses are way more regular than the ones when he does score the 2, 3 chances in a row. The ones when he misses are way more regular. But again, it's just opinion, isn't it? So it is what it is.
So who's starting against Plymouth in striking position then?
I agree with you. I think it will be Jota to get him some minutes, and then Nunes will come on for the last half an hour maybe, because I think Jota will start against Everton.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I think it's going to be Jota. Personally, Jota needs he needs the minutes, but I'm just worried because we know Jota can be in it. That's the problem.
So is it then not a risk? Is it worth the risk playing him against Plymouth then? Because if he gets injured, then we're all sitting there going...
But Slot's going to play him. I know, it's different from what I would do, or maybe potentially, but Slot's going to play him because he needs the minutes. He actually does, though. Because here's the killer. Against Everton, could be a tight game. Everton might defend very well, and you might need Jota at some point in the game. We need Jota to be ready. That's the thing. You need players to be ready. So when it's up onto that pitch, it's the title running now. This is what we built up for. Everybody needs to be in peak condition. And if that means you have to play a game that I don't necessarily want you to play, but you need to be in tip-top game shape, that you have to do that, bro. You have to. Even Chiesa. Man are giving K's a bare time, you know, bare rest. I'll be honest with you. K's a better do something against Plymouth.
I think Chiesa will play well in this game. He played well in his last game.
He needs to, because again, we need to be able to call upon him in like during the running. There might be a game where he's called upon. This is why you have your squad players, you know. This is why that these players need to be ready. You don't know what game is going to be. It might only be 5 minutes. We just need them 5 minutes for whatever game to get over the line. And we need that player, whoever that player is. So, yeah, man. It's crazy.
All right, shout you supers. Calamantas, shout out to yourself, bro. For the super chat, much appreciated. Andre says, Cal ending Rio's career before it starts. Shake my damn head all night. Bro, there was no other person we could have put.
We just used a placeholder.
We just use a placeholder. I'm not comparing him to R9. Nath says, I don't care who it is, but Jota and Nunes should be fighting for a spot on the bench while we go and get a killer striker. Yeah, agreed. Agreed.
I hear it.
Well, people, we will be back on Sunday. I think the game is at 3 p.m. So we'll be over on Big Up for that, doing a live match watch along, and then we'll be here straight away after that game for the live match reaction as well. Plymouth taking on Liverpool in the 4th round of the FA Cup. Hopefully, we can navigate this tie without any injuries, suspensions, etc. And then we book ourselves a spot in the 5th round and hopefully get another decent tie as well. Matt Drift, anything you want to say to people before we sign off?
Just big at the people, and I should be live. In fact, no, right. So for all the people that's waiting for SC25, I should be live later tonight. If not, definitely tomorrow. So, but it should be tonight. I'll tweet that, and not only that, on Saturday, Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid. If you want to join me for the Madrid derby on Saturday, I will be there. Yeah, we keep it moving still. Content upon content, you know.
Drift, anything?
No, just big up everyone, man. Obviously, we love these discussions, so it keeps the football world going around. I don't think I have anything coming up this weekend, do I? Oh, yes. I think I'll be doing the Tottenham Villa game. So yeah, join me for the Tottenham Villa game, guys, the FA Cup game. And on Jamie's channel on Saturday, we should be doing the Chelsea Brighton game. So on Jamie's Big Up channel, we'll be doing the Chelsea Brighton game as well. So yeah, come and join us for that, guys, on the weekend. And yeah, big up everyone, man.
Big up. On my channel, guys, I will have an interview with former boxing champion Johnny Nelson, either coming out this evening or tomorrow morning. So please do look out for that. And then be live for UFC 312 tomorrow night with Jamie and Luke Tanner as well. So please look out for those guys. And yeah, would appreciate a little like and comment on the interview as well. Johnny was really gracious with his time and quite insightful as well. So yeah.
Man said Johnny Nelson, you know, people. Don't let that go.
Really good guy.
Listen to what Kyle just said. That's what I'm gonna say.
Really good guy. So yeah. People, enough love to you all. Have a fantastic rest of Friday and a fantastic weekend until we see you. Until we see you again, stay safe, stay blessed. We are Kopish and we're out, people. Take care.
Love, people.